Just now I noticed this failure. You know, I also removed the vacuum pump, you know, like few days back. So as you can see now, we have few errors here, like what this one, the P0016-76 camshaft assembly. I'm suspecting something to do with like my previous work on the vacuum pump, because I didn't notice that, you know, until I changed that vacuum pump. And you know, based on the research that I did, it seems that, you know, it's something to do with like this sensor, this positioning of this you know, camshaft, you know, or crankshaft, whatever, like, you know, although like people saying that, you know, maybe, you know, this can be fixed by doing this with replacement of RPM sensor or distribution bell, like, you know, basically like it has to do like wait for the temperature to go to 80 on the engine, and then do free rev on the throttle, right? So, but I don't want to risk this. I think I would just do a refit or retiming on the bell, and see if this actually do any better. Like, you know, if we go and then like compare this parameter and see if, you know, it's actually will change anything, and then hopefully, you know, this failure will reset itself. Yep. So to do the timing, like, actually you can look into another video that I have regarding you know, changing the timing bell. But in summary, like, what we want to do is like remove the battery, which I already did it here, like because of time and some other works that I have been doing. And then like we have to remove this airbox, you know. So this airbox is, you know, just, you know, you got a, you know, table pipe, right? So no, I mean the air hose connecting to the airbox, and then like, you know, connecting this pipe, and which you can remove by those clip remover, right? So, and then like there's also like one bolt that you know, mounting the airbox, the filter, so the filter box. So basically, like, you know, after you undone this bolt here, you can just lift up the whole thing, like, you know, just remove it. You know, not that difficult. And then like two 10mm bolts, I think here and here, holding this cover. But then like the rest is like, you can just take a look on the timing bell video that I had, like, you know, it's just about removing all this nonsense. Okay, so I got the mount removed, and then I noticed one thing. So the tensioner here, it seems to be a bit loose. This is weird, like, because I remember, like, you know, last time I fit this thing to here. So here, like, you know, it should align, but then apparently it is not now. I don't know if it has the reason that why it want to flow those, you know, error, like, you know, I suspect so. So yeah, since I'm here, I guess the best thing I will do is just remove all this thing, give another, like, you know, using the timing tools to refit all this thing, and then, like, you know, see if this is doing any better. I hope it will, but I mean, this is weird. I thought last time I also taught it to spec as well, so I mean, it should not do it like this. Okay, so here, like, you know, you can see, like, on the top here, like, there are like a tiny hole that I think that thing need to mount to the you know, here, this one, this start here, like, you know, so that it is in the correct position. So this is what I'm going to do. And to do this, I think I have to turn the other side. So I think now is aligned. So if you can see from here, right? So the tiny little circle is on the right hand side. So let me get the light a little closer. So you have, yeah, it's like this, right? So so I'll try to fit my you know, kit. See if I can actually put that into the position and doing its thing, and then like I can tighten that tensioner again, once again. Yeah. Okay, I want to give an update. So I basically would do this timing, and it was a very stressful job because so look at here, like the tensioner here, right? So this is what we want to align this thing, like this line here, right? This need to be straight. And then, like, you know, we have so in the timing belt too, you know, timing belt toolkits, right? Like, so we got this tool which you can put it here to help you to hold that tool position. But then, like, because of this thing holding this tensioner here, right? So it's actually very difficult to use things like torque wrench. So so basically, like, you know, because this socket is too thick to apply to put it here, so what you can do is like you start with something like this, right? So how you call it, like the wrench, and tighten it gradually until a point that it does not move, but then also, like, you know, it's just holding its place here, so that you remove this thing and apply the torque with this torque wrench. So what happens whenever I remove that tool, try to apply this, you know, the torque here, which I'm doing 25 now. Based on the research, it should be 22 to 27, you know, based on workshop manual. When I apply, you know, this thing keep, you know, drifting slightly out of the way so that it does not align. It's very frustrating because, like, you know, I basically have no way to hold that into position. And then eventually, I don't know if I'm doing, well, first of all, I don't know if it is because my tensioner have been like have been removed and reinstalled for a few times already. Maybe that's the reason. But anyway, it's Sunday now. I just cannot get a hold of another new tensioner. And then this is actually for new, like, you know, I just put it here and then doesn't give any drive or run, like, you know, as best, like, you know, one miles it made. So, but anyway, like so end up I mount it like this. I use, you know, I know that I should not I should, you know, use this hole here, right? So because it's what it designed for, but then end up because of the spacing, I have to do this, like hold this in place. Oh, okay. It's again, like, you know, I don't think it is a good approach. I don't know, actually I don't know if it's good approach. And also I put it in place and then you know, put the torque wrench here, like then apply the force, apply the torque. So, and then it helped me to hold the things in 25, I know, 26, I think, 25 or 6, 25, I think, 25, you know, holding this in place. I hope it is not going to turn anymore because, you know, it was a pain. And then, like, I also refitted this. The torque wrench, I mean the torque spec for this is like 9 to 11. And then, yeah, I tighten my very best. I clean it up so you can see a lot of, like, you know, tissue, whatever, like you call it, like, you know. And now I think I need to put it back and then see if it's going to if the timing issue is gone, and also like observe it, you know, further whether this time I got it you know, the oil leak fixed, because it's actually a new gasket, although I already run it for a few times already, like today and yesterday, like to to refit, install, refit, install, refit, like, a little bit for like 3 or 4 times because of the timing thing. So yeah, this is very stressful, but I hope it turns out will be a good result for me. Okay, now I put back the bell, right, the alternator bell here. I tighten all this thing to this back, and then, like, it looks like the tensioner is doing its job, is okay. I did notice actually drift a little bit for a little bit, but I hope it's doing okay. It's very stressful, to be honest. Like, now I feel like, maybe sometimes it's good to give a few £100 to people to do it. Like, although I'm just doing it for fun, but it is not fun. So but it is what it is, and then I feel like I learned a thing or two. So let's put back the engine mount, the cover, all that was not. By the way, just now I also like give a few turns by doing this, right? So so basically, like, before I connect this bell, I also turn a few times from the crankshaft and notice the bell it seems to be doing its job. It seems to be smooth, and then, like, I hope I'm making some progress. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so I put back the engine mount here, and then so the Newton meter that I use based on the workshop manual is 547676. I couldn't understood the manual because it's Italian, and then I just use Google Translate, and then, like, and also I feel super scared, like, and very stressed, like, very stressful when mounting this thing back, because if it snapped, then I'm screwed. I just don't have any luck with this car. So but anyway, so I'm trying to look into the position of the cam of the tension. So actually maybe you cannot see it, but yeah, let me get a photo afterwards. But I'm trying to make sure, like, this one, after I start the car, hopefully it will not change its position a whole lot. So yeah, I definitely don't want to come back, remove all this thing, and then do another timing. So finger crossed. So just now I started the car for a while, so I actually got a flashlight from my phone right now, like, well, you can see, like, the so this is, like, how my tensioner sit at the moment, and I don't think that it it moved, like, based on, like, what I saw. So actually I'm going to take another photo just in case, if I need to come back on this, but overall, like, it was smooth. It was doing what I wanted to do. I'm super glad. Okay, so I'm actually back on the car right now, have the engine running for a while. So we were talking about, like, we want to fix that cam bell assembly fault. I actually forgot, but well, what you are watching, right? So yeah, well, just now I start the multi-scan here, and then the problem was that I clicked, well, when I come back the error was still there, but then when I come back I actually clicked the clear errors button, and then, like, I was thinking if it was wrong then maybe it will come back, right? But well, it didn't. So it didn't. So now I got this. So but anyway, like, I think right now I want to look into the parameter, right? See what sort of position that we got here, because, like, we know that we have this before. I think we can do a comparison, like, afterwards, but, like, I'm pretty sure, like, this is different. Like, you can see here, like, 102, 228. I remember, like, the first one was 118 for now, for myself, like, for like previously, when I what led me to do this retiming job. So I guess doing that vacuum pump removal and then install afterwards is actually slightly make that position change a little bit. So and then, like, it caused the fault that we have I had earlier. all this craziness. So but anyway, now I think because I still have this fault, which is like I need to learn this module, which means I actually have to run this adjustment. So yeah, I mean, like, it's a bit noisy, like I have to wait for the engine to become like 80 degree, and then like and run it. So 3 times, rev it to 6,000 rotation per minute. So yeah, I mean, like let's do it anyway, like so that I can clear all this fault, which is not the greatest. I don't know why I decided to click this. If I didn't click this beforehand, then I will not have this error. I don't have to learn this again. I feel like I'm so stupid, but anyway. Yeah, I feel sorry to my neighbor, but I really need to step that hard to 6,000. So but 3 times is very bad, but let's do it. So I don't know why it just start to be like that, and then but the degree seems to be okay. So I don't know, is it expected? Do I still have the error here? Learn.